Welcome to my speech. Today we'll talk about phishing and AI. The title is A New Threat for Bitcoiners, but in reality, phishing and AI and deepfaking and voice cloning and all these things that we're going to talk about today it's a threat for everyone. Nice to meet you. I'm Riccardo. I'm taking care of cybersecurity at the Bitfinex and Tether. Also working on a new project right now, doing some research and development regarding a phishing simulation platform. So today I want to show you what phishing is, because phishing is not like the classic email, scammy email that you can recognize. It's more advanced. And as Bitcoiners, I think it's really important for us to understand exactly what criminals are doing and how they are operating, and the new technologies and techniques that they are using in order to attack us. But first, I would like to ask you, how many, obviously, we don't have Bitcoins. We lost all of them in a boating accident, unfortunately. But how many of you, maybe if you had the chance to buy Bitcoin, but how many of you had a Ledger hardware wallet in 2020, or you bought a Ledger before 2020? Yeah, no, you don't have it. You didn't buy it. But so someone bought a Ledger in the past, right? Now, after a while, if you were lucky, Ledger got hacked. Not the wallet itself, but a third-party platform that Ledger was using, and around 1 million records of Bitcoiners, were released to the public. And we're talking about email addresses, names, surnames, phone numbers, and physical addresses. So where you ship your own ledger. Now, these things can happen. Bitcoin is teaching us that we shouldn't trust black boxes. Actually, Nick was saying like 30 years ago that we shouldn't trust black boxes, but we have to sometimes, right? So even with a hardware wallet manufacturer or a producer, we had, or we have, or we will have in the future, to send our name, surname, phone number, physical address, whatever. So if you were lucky, you received something like that to your home address. So criminals started to send a fake letter to Ledger wallet buyers across US mainly, with a fake letter from the CEO of Ledger saying that, as you know, Ledger was targeted by a cyber attack, blah, blah. Here's a new Ledger. Nice, a free Ledger, a new one. The problem is that this Ledger was tampered by hackers and by criminals, and it was modified. So again, yeah, our parents in the past were saying you shouldn't trust random people offering you candies. We shouldn't trust random people offering us hardware wallets. Still, it worked. Still, a lot of people received the package to their home, thinking it was from the Ledger CEO, thinking it was like a new Ledger that was kind of safe for them. In reality, it was tampered. And not only that, they also received a beautiful, 101 tutorial on how to recover the previous seed phrase, how to import it, whatever. Obviously, you can understand and you can imagine what happened after that, right? So this is like what phishing is for Bitcoiners nowadays. It's not just like a scam email. There's tons of money going around the Bitcoin industry. And let's be honest, numbers are going up, but also, the risks are going up for everyone here. For me, for you, for future Bitcoiners. So you should learn what phishing is, and you should learn what is your threat model. Now, this is if you were lucky. If you were lucky, you received a fake tempered ledger. If you were unlucky, you would have received an airdrop from a shitcoin. It's a joke, obviously, but also like other companies started to use this data leak, this data breach, these addresses to send to Ledger wallet buyers a new letter to participate in a shitcoin airdrop. Okay, it's a joke. This is much better than the fake hardware wallet, but I just wanted to show you what it means to be a victim of a data breach and of a data leak. Again, your name, full name, the fact that you are a Bitcoiner, the fact that you bought an hardware wallet, and let's be honest, if you have $10 in Bitcoin, you don't buy an hardware wallet, right? You don't spend like 10 times what you have for an hardware wallet. So you are basically sharing to the world and to potential criminal groups and information that you are Mario Rossi, I don't know, that you have probably a decent amount of Bitcoiners, that you have another wallet, that you bought it in the past, your number, and where you live. Now, let's talk about the past and the present of phishing attacks. In the past, we had some automation in phishing. Imagine that the phishing word was created for like a lot of years ago to describe a particular attack targeting American online users. So there was this software, really simple software, like a couple of buttons, fish for a password, fish for credit card numbers, generate the text. It was pretty easy. Nowadays, we can literally ask ChatGPT to fish someone. Okay, so ChatGPT, Llama, I don't know, like you choose it. AIs can be used, and LLMs can be used to create malware, to create phishing attacks, to create these kind of malicious things. Obviously here, you can see something really easy. It's like, please, ChatGPT, please create an email where you ask a Microsoft user to reset their own password. Let's try to see what you can do with AI nowadays. So FBI, this is article is from May 2024, is saying, take care, because cyber criminals are using artificial intelligence. May. Gmail, Google, I don't know, 5 days ago, this is brand new, alerted 2.5 billion people because there's an AI phishing campaign running right now. And this is some serious shit. So what's happening right now? That Skynet is coming. I mean, imagine that for this specific attack, like 5 days ago, Google released a PR 5 days ago, but it started a while ago. Imagine that, imagine you're at home, you're receiving a notification from your Gmail, into your Gmail account asking for a recovery, and then you receive a phone call. And behind the phone, there's not a human being. There's an AI. There's a voice talking with you and communicating in real time with you, faking that they are coming from the Google customer support. Not only that, and I'm not joking, this is crazy. If you look for that specific number on Google, it will show as one of Google's official numbers, because you can also fake numbers nowadays somehow. 7 days later, there was another notification and another call being made by hackers, criminal groups. But this time, the user, the victim, could answer to the phone. And again, there was like a conversation between the user and AI-powered voice asking to reset password, to do some crazy things. Again, 2.5 billion people were alerted by Google for this specific attack. And it happened 5 days ago. When I was preparing the slides, it didn't happen. I had to add it like yesterday night. I'm not joking. So yesterday night, I also wanted to add some new content for you, because I think it's important to show the reality of how AI can be exploited and leveraged to create beautiful phishing attacks. But come on, yeah, I mean, Skynet is coming, but at least we are raising some awareness, right? Let's see what you can do with ChatGPT. And ChatGPT, remember that it's like extremely censored, So you have to do some prompt injection and to ask ChatGPT to do something malicious. Again, it shouldn't give you an answer, but if you play with it, you can. So I asked ChatGPT, please, ChatGPT, I want to know who Riccardo Masutti is. So yeah, Riccardo Masutti is a cybersecurity expert. I don't like the expert word, let's say specialist. Currently working for Bitfinex Detector, 2 major players, blah, blah, blah. Worked on privacy-focused tools. Behind this technical contribution is involved in education, so public issues of privacy and security in the cryptocurrency space, blah, 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 blah. So I'm a public figure, right? So I'm sharing who I am. I'm putting my own face. I'm putting my own voice. I'm putting like my real name and surname. You can find a lot of information about me online. I decided to do that. At the same time, all of you guys probably are on Facebook, Instagram, Tinder. You are on YouTube. You are publishing, your voice on Spotify, TikTok videos, whatever. Again, all this information is being exploited right now and leveraged by hackers. Not only that, in the past, the criminal group had to write the phishing email, had to, create an attack, had to use some creativity. Nowadays, you can use AI. It's fast, like that. It's cheap, it's fast. So I asked ChatGPT, please, ChatGPT, this is the exact thing that I asked her, or him, or she, her, or whatever. Please prepare 3 social engineering phishing emails to test Riccardo, and make sure to use public data about him to craft targeted emails. Make sure to grab his attention. So it's gonna be interesting because the first email that ChatGPT proposed was a confirmation to my upcoming talk at the Plan B Forum. It's real. So, dear Riccardo, we're excited to confirm your speaking slot at the upcoming Plan B Forum in Lugano next month. What the fuck? So, I was here in this exact room last year talking about Bitfinex security, and also like the previous year. And on Google, there's my name associated with Plan B Forum, blah, blah, blah. So again, I got a fake invitation from ChatGPT to perform a speech at the Plan B Forum. And this is done by AI. So, next email that ChatGPT created. Invitation to speak at the 2024 Blockchain Days. What do you mean? Like 2 years ago, or last year, I don't remember, I participated at BTC Prague. So there's a video on YouTube. There's an article probably online talking about that I was at BTC Prague talking about digital security basics was the title. So I got another invitation, you know. I mean, I love to do education. I love to be a public speaker. I love to teach about these topics, you know. So I got another fake invitation. Not only that, if you go back here, it's funny because phishing, look, Riccardo has spoken at Bitcoin events like BTC Prague. Making invitation plausible. The attackment could be malware. Obviously, ChatGPT is not creating malware anymore. In the past, I mean, you can still do it, actually, but I can't say you how to do it. But obviously, imagine that you can download an open source model like Llama and tweak it. You can do prompt injection. You can do your own model, you know, and it's happening. Now there are Fraud GPT, Worm GPT, Scam GPT that are created by hackers and criminal groups. And these are models that are created on purpose just to hack people, just to create malware, just to do phishing attacks. I just want to show you OpenAI, you know, ChatGPT. So an instrument that is cheaper than everyone can use. So if you want to hack me, if you want to phish me, please use it. Third email, Bitfinex security breach alert. Urgent, unusual activity, blah, 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 blah. So here ChatGPT created a fake email saying that there's an unusual activity in Bitfinex. I mean, I'm working there, right? So please review the attack logs and confirm whatever any of the activity listed matches, blah, 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 blah. And it's interesting because ChatGPT is saying, hey, Riccardo is working at Bitfinex. So you know what we can do to scam him? Saying that there's a security breach. So I'm alerted, you know, it's urgent, I have to work, I need to show to the team that I'm there, you know, that I'm not just on the couch chilling. So I have to open the email, I have to do that. I have to be, to fix it in an instantly. And again, you can put like a malware, disguise the security logs. So this is the reality nowadays, what you can do with AI to phish or to do attacks. So ChatGPT, you know, when I was your age, I had to write my own phishing. But not only that. Imagine if I have, or if I receive an invitation from a colleague, or if my girlfriend or my wife or my parents or my children or whatever, they send me an invitation or they try to call me. Again, deep faking is a real problem. You know, this is like a free tool called Deep Live Cam, where you can emulate and you can fake to be someone else. So imagine you want to hack me. Perfect. There's a photo of me here. You know, take a photo of me download my photo or look for me in Google Images. Insert the photo in this really simple tool, and then you can emulate me in real time with a webcam. So imagine what you can do here. You can invite a colleague, you can send a video to a friend, you can send a video to a parent, faking that you're someone else. You can do it in real time, but you can also like create, fake videos. You can create and do some deepfake videos based on a specific input. So let's say that this is a video of a meeting, a company meeting, you can say, you know what, I want to swap the faces here. I want to have Emma Watson instead of X. I want to have other people instead of X. So this is the result. So we have Emma Watson, we have other actors, and you can see the difference here. And I mean, can you recognize it? Can you distinguish which is the real video and the fake one? I don't know, maybe yes. Maybe we still can nowadays, but we don't know what will happen in the next 2 years. I mean, AI is advancing in a crazy way. Deep faking is advancing in a crazy way. So it's really difficult for us as human beings, and especially as Bitcoiners, to distinguish what is real and what is not real. And it's your job, you know, and it's your responsibility to do that. I mean, you want to have Bitcoin, perfect. You want to be your own bank, do it. I mean, that's part of the game. But you are responsible for your money. You're responsible for your security. You're responsible for your privacy. Most of the people, they understand these topics only when it's too late. The reason why I'm putting my face and I'm risking my own privacy and my own security is because this topic is extremely important and must be adjusted. And you have to learn, and you have to spend time. And I'm so happy to see that the room is full, because I was expecting everyone to go to Assange, Assange family speech, but I'm really happy that you're here. Yeah, again, with this tool, you can put a photo and fake that you're Elon Musk. With like a video, you can also have like a OBS virtual camera. And this is just about videos. What can you do? You can also clone voices, right? Well, I want to show you what happened in the last few months. That this specific tool was downloaded, and a lot of people started to get to be interested about the tool. So again, these tools are free, are open source. You can download them. I can. Ethical hackers can do, and also black hat hackers and criminal groups can do it. There was another video here that I wanted to show you, but I guess it's not working. But it's another open source tool that is called OpenVoice that you can use in order to fake and to emulate someone else's voice. So you don't need like a lot. You remember I guess it's like Mission Impossible 1, the movie. There was a part where they took like a fake mask, and also they asked like the victim to say specific words in order to clone the voice, right? Well, nowadays you don't need to do that. It's easier. You just need like a 3, 4, 5 maximum seconds recording of a specific voice, and you can clone it. You can have my own voice right now. You can do it. Feel free to do it. I mean, I'm fucked in any case. So. But go to YouTube, download a video of me, go to Spotify, clone my voice, and test it. You can do it. Do it. I give you the permission. You can. I have some Italian accent, but you can make me like Indian or British. You can make me saying that Bitcoin is bullshit and you should buy, I don't know, Solana. You can make me saying crazy things. You can make me say that I have Bitcoin. I don't. Well, it's funny. Obviously, I want to make it funny, but it's not funny at all. This is what hackers and criminals are using right now to hack us and to phish us as Bitcoiners. So how are you being phished today? 44% of phishing emails were sent for compromised accounts. What does it mean? We always think about phishing in such a way where the attacker, is an external third party. Is someone else from the outside. We are into a company, the phishing is coming from the outside. What if the hacker is already inside? What if the hacker is already inside the company? That's the problem. Because, yeah, maybe you spend 5-10 seconds to check the email address or to do this and that. But what if you receive an email from a colleague and the address is correct and there's the Google check mark? It can still be phishing. So what criminals are doing nowadays, especially APT, like government-sponsored hacking groups, because they exist, they're slowly getting into companies and slowly trying to go higher in the hierarchy to hack customer support, managers, C-level, CEO. Slowly. We have time, to hack people. 8% were from within the supply chain. 45% of phishing emails contain hyperlink payloads. There are the URL shorteners. 23% of phishing emails included malicious attachments. 20% was about social engineering, and 12% contained QR code. So this is phishing in 2024. I expect phishing next year to have a bigger percentage regarding QR code. Probably we don't need an attachment anymore because it's difficult to hide malware in an attachment. But expect more QR codes and expect more mobile, focused phishing attacks. So it has begun. Skynet is here. AI is attacking us. Well, let's add some spice because this is just the beginning. Let's talk about, okay, let's say that you get an email. Unluckily, I got the invitation from the plan before I clicked on the link. Yeah, so what now? There are some different phishing attacks here. One is called browser in the browser. So what hackers are doing, what criminals groups are doing, is that they are emulating a fake browser inside the real browser. So what happens is that just with CSS, JavaScript, HTML, you can simulate a fake browser inside your real browser. So here you can see that the real browser is the bigger one, with the Netflix with 2 I, yeah, -login.com. But inside the real browser, there's another fake browser which is showing the real Netflix.com domain with the real Netflix.com favicon, but it's fake. So what you're inserting inside that window can be grabbed and can be, how can I say that? Can be copied, or it will be known by the hackers. And it's called browser in the browser, so a fake browser inside the real browser. And it's just using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and it's really difficult to for anti-malware product to see and to recognize this attack. So, these buttons, right? We always click on that. It's so easy. We don't have to, register with our emails anymore. We can do everything with Apple, Google, Microsoft. It's so fucking easy. We love it. The problem is that imagine if you click that button and, there's another window opening, usually, which is like the Google sign on. But what if you click on that button, the Windows opens, but it's a fake sign on? So a fake window is being created right now just by clicking the fake sign in with Google window, and there's a fake browser being opened, and what you're inserting there is being copied by the hackers. So this is fake, That part is not Google sign on. You can see that it's, or Microsoft, you can see that it has microsoftonline.com, so the real domain, but it's fake. It's not a real window at all. Then you can have, some obfuscation about text, because you can use, for example, Cyrillic or particular Latin or ASCII characters to hide or to emulate or to fake a domain. So here you see keep my password. In reality, is part of Latin small letter P, Cyrillic small letter IE, K, whatever. So what you see is not what it is. Maybe you see a letter, but it's not part of your alphabet. It's part of another character set. So again, it's a problematic thing because you might see a link, you think that it's correct link, it's google.com, but it's not google.com, even if it looks like Google. Sorry. Yeah. Then there's the CAPTCHA phishing, which is something that I love, honestly. Nowadays, these show that you're not a robot. Okay, let's click the CAPTCHA. Let's do it. I mean, I'm so fast nowadays. I'm really fast. So the problem is that we don't spend time thinking about what we are doing when we see the CAPTCHA button, because we don't want to lose time with the fucking CAPTCHAs, It takes so much time and energy. So what we do, we just click on it. But what if this CAPTCHA button is fake? This is another technique that hackers are doing in order to hack you. So you click the button. You're not a robot, absolutely not. But now the CAPTCHA are evolving, right? So in the past, you had to write the letters. You had to click where is the horse and where is the rabbit. You have to choose if the gold is heavier than a plume or whatever. Now the CAPTCHAs, and this is a fake CAPTCHA, obviously, is saying, hey, to prove that you're not a robot, press Windows plus R, press Ctrl V, so paste it, and press Enter. What happens here is that in the background, the browser pasted malicious code into your how can I say, clipboard, yeah, into your clipboard, and the fake captcha is saying, hey, press Windows R, so you open the PowerShell command, press Ctrl V, and press Enter. So what you will do by doing that is that, again, you press, you insert the code, okay, and you're basically downloading malware. And this is a new technique that started like 2 or 3 months ago. So you will see it more and more. And it's being used not by normal people and like single hackers, but from real criminal groups, like government-sponsored hacker groups. Okay, so take care. So what happens again, that you see the fake human captcha, you press Windows R, you paste the command, and you download a malware. And you lose everything. Data, photo, maybe bitcoins. Let's talk about another attack, which is called file browser in the browser, FBIEIB. Yeah. You know, some genius in the past decided that it was a really cool idea to have a new domain extension. You know, .com, .it, .io, .ai, .org, and .zip. Makes sense, right, to have like a .zip domain extension? Absolutely, yes. So obviously, what can we do is that we can create and register an invoice-december.zip domain, and we can disguise it in an email. So imagine that you receive an email from a colleague, or from Ledger, or from Ricardo, or from you know, Plan B forum to download the ticket. Click here to download the ticket. There's a .zip folder. Archive. So what you can do, what the hacker can do, is that you click on invoice.zip, you think that it's a real file, but in reality, it's a website emulating WinRAR. You know? So you see this you know, .zip domain. It looks like WinRAR. It's so funny because you can even click scan, and you know, you can see there's no threat or malware inside. You know. And then you can download, you can click invoice PDF and you download the malware. You need to have to use some creativity here. But again, .zip equals runaway, you know. QR code phishing. Quishing. I want to ask you guys if you can tell me why. I'm gonna tell you. So doing phishing attacks with like mobile phishing attacks is better, and it has like a higher percentage of success. Can you tell me why? Why it's easier to do phishing on mobile? Try. Why is it easier? What's the main difference between like a desktop and a smartphone? Sorry? No one give you? Sorry, I can't hear you. There's no antivirus. Well, nah, I mean, it's a good answer, but that's not the main reason. So someone else, why is it easier to do phishing attacks on mobile? Sorry? You're always around, like you are used to check your codes. Yeah, but come on, what's the main difference? The main difference between desktop and mobile, you can see it, you can visualize it. The size of a screen. So why is it easier to do phishing attacks on mobile? Because of the size of the screen. Because imagine that you get a QR code, like 2FA or whatever, you can download the Plan B forum ticket, you scan the QR code with your small screen. It's really small. The problem is that the screen is so small that you can't even check the full domain. You know, when you're on your desktop, look, it's so big here. You can see the whole domain. You can check what is the root domain, the extension, and the final part of the domain, which should be google.com or microsoft.com if it's the real domain. With your smartphone, you can't. You have to click on it, and brrr, you know, it takes an hour. No one is doing that. So that's why it's easier to do phishing on your mobile phone, because you are literally moving your security from a bigger screen to a smaller one, and it's basically impossible to check what you are clicking or to check the real domain. Okay, so take care about QR codes. Yeah, it's a cliche, don't scan random QR codes, but the problem is that the industry is forcing us to do that. You know, like, imagine that when I entered here, they had to scan a QR code. What's inside of that QR code? What if I'm like a criminal hacker and I'm here to hack people? Yeah, scan it. Look, it's here, scan it, you know? There's the inception bar. I love this one. This is crazy. So this is an exploit that was discovered in like 2019, I guess. It's called the inception bar. It works only on Android and on Chrome or Chromium-based browsers for Android. So take a look at the page there. Okay, so can you see something? So the real domain is jamefisher.com. It's a blog. But when you scroll the page, it's being replaced by hsbc.com, and you can see there are like 26 different pages open or whatever. So this is called the inception bar. So what you can do on Chrome for mobile, on Android especially, is that just with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you can hide the real domain bar, and you can replace it with something else. You can replace it with another fake domain bar. So as soon as you scroll down, you will see that you're connected to one of the biggest banks in the world, hsbc.com. And there are even 26 more windows open. That's fake. And you know what's crazy? That you can't even remove that. And when you go up, you can literally force Chrome or Chromium not to show their URL anymore. And this is being known. I mean, it's known for like 5 years. But it's not a bug, you know? It's not a problem. It's a problem. So like a dream in Inception, you know, the user believes that they're in their own browser, but they're actually into a browser within a browser. So we have to go deeper now. Let's see. Like, I know that you're interested. Like, let's see something stronger and deeper, you know. Progressive web apps, phishing, PWA. Another beautiful way criminals are, another beautiful technique that criminals are using to do phishing attacks. Again, to everyone in the world, but especially on Bitcoiners, because again, there's some money to be stolen here, right? So what happens is that the victim accesses the attacker-controlled website, and then clicks the install Microsoft application. There's a pop-up browser asking to download the application and install it. You install it, and then the PWA window will redirect you to the phishing page. It's better to visualize it. So this is the phishing page. You click install Microsoft application, or you can even have a pop-up asking you to install an application. Yeah, you want to install it? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, can I receive like fast notification? Can I hide the advertisement if I install it? Can I make the login easier? I don't know. You choose. So you install it, and once you install it, you know, the PWA can show another fake domain. So you are, in this case, inside a real browser, but it's not, again, you know? So you can show whatever you want inside that specific window. You know, login.microsoft.com, it's real. This is real, but it's fake at the same time. So how can you distinguish it? Like a GIF, I want to show you how it works. So you see it, you click install, and then, ta-da! You have the window. You will see the real domain on top right, and then it disappears. So now you're inside login.microsoft.com, but it's fake. You insert your data. You insert, I don't know, you download an update for your computer. You log in into, I don't know, like you download a hardware wallet, firmware update. You do something, but it's fake. Smear phishing. This is this is interesting. So you can fake and you can trick Android into displaying that an SMS is coming from someone else, like from your bank. How can you do that? Because every SMS has a kind of ID, sender ID, and you can spoof it. There are even like websites where you can do that. You can send SMS faking that you are someone else. And this thing is not regulated at all, so you can just do it. You can say that, yeah, I'm sending SMS as Jack Dorsey, or as, I don't know, your bank, your colleague, someone in your agenda or rubrica. I don't know how to say it in English, rubrica. How do you say it, rubrica in English? Contact list, contact book. So again, you can fake, you can send an SMS to someone else faking that you are Jack Dorsey, you're at a bank, you are a wife, children. And again, don't worry. I mean, this is not going to happen to you right now. Maybe in 10 years from now, maybe you will start to be targeted by hackers because you posted 10 years before that you bought Bitcoin now. Or because 15 years before you were part of a data breach. What happened in the next 15 years? What will happen in the next 15 years? Bitcoin is pretty, like rare, unique. Everyone wants Bitcoin. Everyone will want Bitcoin. So if you bought another wallet 15 years ago, how many Bitcoins do you have today? Maybe it's worth a lot. So now I have an incentive to hack you. Now I have an incentive to do these specific advanced attacks. Maybe you are a CEO of a company. That's another incentive, Another thing, we have still more 10 minutes to talk about it, then we can have like a Q&A session if we have time. It's called the two-step phishing. So it's interesting because what's happening nowadays is that hackers and criminal groups are using DocuSign, Google, Microsoft, you choose, to phish you. So the email is coming from DocuSign.com, from Google, from Microsoft, from, I don't know, GitHub or whatever. And right now, more than 400 services are being exploited and leveraged by hackers to send you phishing and malware into your email account. So again, cloud services are abused by hackers to host malicious content. When you click that link, it's real, it's genuine, it's clean. No antivirus will ever say, hey, this is bad, because it's not bad. It's Microsoft.com, it's Google.com, it's SharePoint.com, it's DocuSign.com, it's I don't know.com. And what's happening is that you get into the Google Drive. The file should be clean, because it's Google. It's not. So again, if you receive like an email from the outside world with a presentation or I don't know, like a document to sign or like a calendar invite, it doesn't mean shit, I mean, if you click on it, there might be that malware inside. I told you that we're going deeper, right? So let's talk about WhatsApp and social media. So when you send a message on Instagram or Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, which is part of the Meta, company word, there's the text, there's the URL, can be like something there. Well, this is what happens. So you can send a message, a specifically crafted message, which is showing google.com with a different icon, for example. This is like easy to see that it's not Instagram because it's written Google, right? What if we try to play around with domain extensions? So in this case, hackers, well, ethical hackers, said, there's a weird character in Instagram and in WhatsApp and in Facebook Messenger that allows me to send a message, and when the receiver gets the message, is mirrored. What does it mean? That literally, if you just add that specific character before a URL, the receiver will see it mirrored. So you send mock.margatsni.nl. You can buy this domain. .nl is like Netherlands domain, but the receiver will see that it's like Instagram.com. Yeah, I told you that we're going deeper. So .nl domains can be are being used right now, for example, to do this specific attack. And again, it's Instagram.com, right? Yeah, maybe there's ln before that, ln.instagram.com. But I mean, Riccardo told you that you should check the final part of the domain, right? Yeah, this is Instagram.com. It looks real. Well, if you copy it, you will see that it's not Instagram.com, but it's like margatsni.nl. And this works on Facebook, on Facebook Messenger, on WhatsApp, and Instagram. So take care. See, like the difference. That's what the hacker sends, and that's what the receivers gets. There are some evasion techniques that hackers are using to evade anti-phishing solutions, because again, what's happening in the background that antivirus products and companies and you know, like Kaspersky, VirusTotal, Avast, whatever, what they do, or even Google, they scrape the internet. They go around the internet. They, like spiders or crawlers, they go around and they check every page on the internet. You know, they scrape it. They scrape the data. They want to know what's behind that. What you can do, what hackers can do, and what they are doing to evade these anti-phishing, anti-malware solutions is that they literally block their IPs, because they are most of the times known, or they, you know, they block the host, the referrer, or whatever, or the user agent, which say, hey, I'm OpenAI, I'm trying to scrape the web. I can block it, for example. Also, what hackers are doing is that they're adding a CAPTCHA. You know, robots cannot pass CAPTCHA tests. So what's happening is that the crawlers, the web spiders, Google or Avast, when it's checking like a specific page, we just see the CAPTCHA button, will not see the final destination. Only you, if you click on that and if you prove that you're not a robot, will reach the final destination. So anti-malware or anti-phishing solutions cannot really see what's behind the web page, because they will stop before they will stop at the CAPTCHA. Let's see. So I want to show you like a recap and to talk about what's happening. So the main topic of today was phishing and AI, OSINT, data leaks, whatever. So what's happening is that the hackers, they get information about us online. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Google, you can use Facebook, Instagram, whatever. You can automate these things. You get like this, the online and web footprint of your target, okay? Then you can use this data, you know, to generate a phishing email. So Ricardo is a speaker, he's doing speeches around the world. Perfect. Let's use the data to craft a specifically targeted email for him. Hey, Ricardo, want to join for Planville Forum? Sure, click here, okay? You send a phishing link, the victim opens the email, the victim, you know, Ricardo, will enter the credentials, the attacker gains the credentials. The attacker then maybe can log into Ricardo's mailbox, like the corporate or the company email account, and then he can say, hey, if Ricardo will try to contact his own colleagues, if he's saying phishing, then don't send the email. You can do that, you know. And then the hacker starts to use Ricardo's email address to spread like malware and other phishing links and pages across the whole company. Because again, I mean, if Ricardo is a colleague of mine and I trust him, I don't check. You know, I trust him. I fully trust him, so I click on that. That's what happens. Not only that, you can hack family members, colleagues, family members, or friends. And you can do it again and again and again and again. I want to show you also that it's basically impossible to fight this. So sorry, I know that you wanted to have like a good final ending. There will be no final ending here. You should always use a 2FA. You should always use password managers. You should always use a strong password. You should do all these things that I'm always talking about. But you are the first layer of security. So you have to spend some time thinking and rethinking how you're using the web, how you're using emails, how you're using platforms and applications. Because even if you're using 2FA, if I get your email and password, and if you type the 2FA into a browser, I can still log in into your account. 2FA doesn't help you. 2FA is just another step. It's a multi-factor authentication, but it doesn't mean that you're fully secured. Or you know, like if you're using a VPN, it doesn't mean that you're fully secured from Wi-Fi attacks. This is bullshit. You know, what if I'm going around right now with a flipper in my pocket and trying to simulate a fake Wi-Fi here? It's happening probably. So take care. I mean, that's what I would do, but obviously I'm an ethical hacker. No, joking. I'm not doing it. But again, remember that you are Bitcoiners. You are targets. So I want to show you how an account takeover works, even if you have a strong password, even if you have 2FA, whatever. So we select the victim through OSINT or a data leak. Let's say that you are a part of a data breach in the past, or let's say that you don't, you're not a victim of a data breach in the past. I get information about you. I know, for example, from Google, if you're a speaker, from LinkedIn, where you work, from Crunchbase, if you invested in a company, from Instagram, what's the name of your wife, from Tinder, if you like men or women. You know, like I get all the information I want, because you and me, we are publishing everything about ourselves online. Okay? Because this is so cool, let's be honest. I mean, it's beautiful to live on the internet and to have a reputation and to, you know, share details about your life and to get more working opportunities, or to, yeah, but again, this data can be exploited and is being exploited by hackers. So what happens is that we get information from a data breach or from a data leak or from your online footprint, and then we use AI on LLM to create a fake email, so it's automatic. I don't have to type anything. I just have to say, AI, please, I want to hack Ricardo. Do it for me, okay? Make it automatic over the time. Ricardo, or the victim, receives the email, for example, like to reset the password of an exchange. So what happens is that, yeah, I receive the email, I click on that. Obviously, it's a phishing page. I put my email and my password. I click login, and then, yeah, okay, what about the 2FA? How is it possible that the hacker can get into my account if he doesn't have the 2FA? Because you are typing it, you know? Because when you type the 2FA into a phishing page, what happens is that the hacker in real time gets the same code. And you are in the fake, you know, in the dream, in the inception, thinking that you are inside the real page. You're putting password and 2FA. The hacker is into the real exchange account here, into the real domain, is putting the same password and 2FA code, and you know, you are redirected into, again, the home page of the exchange, but the hacker is inside the real exchange with your real money. This is talking about exchanges, you know. Obviously, in serious exchanges, you can define some rules where only a specific IP can get into the website, or you can have a double authentication with 2FA and email, or can do all these things. Actually, 1 year ago, I was here talking about the security feature of Bitfinex. So if you're looking for a safe and secure exchange, take a look at Bitfinex, and take a look also at the speech that I did last year, because we really want to take care of you, you know. So if you want to use an exchange, take a look at Bitfinex. And then, you know, you lose the money and the hacker gets the money, or you lose the data, or you lose the respect of your colleagues, and the hacker gets all the company data and sensitive information. So again, you are responsible for this. You know, you should use 2FA, passwords, whatever, but you should double check everything. You know, there are so many different phishing techniques being used right now that it's so difficult to remember all of them. So maybe take a look at this speech again in the next days, or if you want to talk about it with me, I will be here going around and, you know, in paranoia mode, looking around. Just want to show you that these things are not difficult to get. You can buy them on the dark web. So there are some phishing toolkits that are being sold like for $20 or $300. You know? Nothing. And now 75% of phishing toolkits that are being sold in the dark web are referencing and are talking about AI. So hackers are not writing emails anymore, are not performing phishing attacks anymore, are using LLMs. So remember. And 82% of phishing toolkits are mentioning deepfakes. So the way that hackers and criminal groups are attacking you nowadays is not by text anymore. They're going to use deepfake videos. They're going to use voice cloning. They're going to use all these new beautiful or the techniques that I've shown you. So remember that, unfortunately, what you see is not real anymore. On the screen is not real anymore. It's sad to say that, but it's almost impossible to fight it. You are the only layer of defense from this thing. So, as you can see, there are mentioned the phishing toolkits, so the kind of software that hackers are buying and developing and using to attack you. They have obfuscation. They use AI. They do OSINT, so they do open source intelligence researches. They guarantee the deliverability against Microsoft native defenses and systems. You have ready-to-use templates. So you want to fish with Google Calendar? It's here. Click on it. It's ready. You want to fish with Microsoft? It's here. Click on it. So everything is automated. Actually, it's funny because you can ask AI to clone a website and to make it as a phishing website. So again, everyone can be a hacker nowadays. You just need an LLM. You just need an AI. Now, I want to thank you for for the time that you spent here. I'm sorry. It wasn't my goal to make you paranoid. I want you to be extremely paranoid. Joking. No, but remember that again, these things are happening. Okay, it's something that I mean, everyone can be a victim of that. 91% of all cyber attacks are starting from an email, from phishing, and you as a Bitcoiner should remember that there's another incentive to attack you, and it's hard money. So, and the best form of money that we have nowadays. So enjoy the event. I'm so happy that you were here. If you have some questions, I'm here available to talk about phishing. Don't worry. I will not do anything crazy with you. I'm here to educate people. Please don't hack me. Please don't phish me. Thank you.